Hello, and thank you for joining us on this edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm Diamond Lewis.
And I'm AvivA Hoffmann.
Well, AvivA, summer is in full swing. So in honor of summer and in honor of National Parks and Recreation Month, today's show focuses on DeKalb County's Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department. You'll notice the beautiful park behind us. It's Mason Mill Park, one of DeKalb County's crown jewels throughout our Parks and Recreation system. Now, we're cheating just a hair because, again, summer is in full swing. So we're actually reporting from the brand new Central DeKalb Senior Center. We're using it as our observation deck so we can be inside and beat the heat, but still showcase the beautiful wonders of Mason Mill Park.
And it feels really good in here right now.
Does.
And the center and the park outside are both in District 2 and are designed with an intergenerational appeal, a concept that's growing throughout DeKalb. And while the Senior Center includes an exercise room, kitchen, classrooms, a lecture hall, and dining room, the park outside offers many attractions, including right behind us, you see one of the top 10 playgrounds in all of Metro Atlanta, according to Atlanta Parent Magazine, and a lot of DeKalb County residents as well.
Parks like this, along with our various recreational areas and cultural centers, all provide opportunities to enjoy the green space in DeKalb County. It helps us all socialize, exercise, and just have plain fun. All critical elements to maintaining the quality of life for all of us here in DeKalb County, as well as increasing our county's desirability, whether you live here, work here, or just happen to be visiting.
So, on this special edition of Let's Talk DeKalb, we'll be talking about DeKalb's summer day camps. There are so many of them with so much going on. And we'll also take a look at DeKalb's summer food service program that helps provide important nutrition to so many. Plus, there's fun for everyone at the Porter Sanford III Performing Arts and Community Center. And we'll have much more on this facility a little later on.
And we'll talk about some of DeKalb County's signature parks and pools. There's no question, every day is the perfect day to enjoy any of DeKalb County's premier pools, parks, paths, recreational or cultural centers.
That's right, Diamond. And two new parks opened up just this year, Springbrook and Rutledge Parks. And our own Elena Daniel has this report on the newest additions to the Parks and Recreation family.
Having a park in your community is a great thing to have. It's a place for children to play and communities to bond. But for two DeKalb County neighborhoods, a park was something that was missing in their community. And they decided to change that.
Because the community actually nominated this parcel within this residential community to be built into a park instead of adding more homes.
They came to us and they said, we've got this vacant lot sitting here. We don't have a park in our neighborhood, and we really think it would be a great thing for us if we could have one. So could we turn this vacant lot into a park?
And with that, members of Park Pride and residents of the community worked with DeKalb County government and the Parks and Recreation Department to begin drawing up plans for Rutledge Park and Springbrook Park.
The people that surround the park itself said this is a good idea, and then the community raised about half the money, and the county contributed the other half as a match, along with working with Park Pride, who is a nonprofit organization that helps communities and governments do exactly this type of thing.
And after all their hard work, this is the result of what happens when everyone comes together.
1, 2, 3.
As park professionals, sometimes we get kind of protective of what a park should be. But this time we kind of loosened the reins, so to speak, and we allowed the community to have input, and we've been able to pull these pieces together.
It's a community effort, and the whole park is the result of what these people in the community wanted to do with their neighborhood.
This partnership and the new parks are a beautiful sight. The Parks and Recreation Department and DeKalb County government couldn't be more excited about how these new parks are making a big impact for residents in the community. I'm Elena Daniel. Let's Talk DeKalb.
Thanks, Elena, for that report. Now, for more information on those two parks or for any of the beautiful parks throughout DeKalb County, visit DeKalbCountyGA.gov/parks or call 404-371-2711.
Now it's time to check in with Shara Campbell reporting for DCTV. She's joining us from a few different places to highlight even more of DeKalb's treasures. And her first stop is the Callenwald Fine Arts Center, a hub of cultural and social activity since 1971. Shara?
Thanks, Diamond and Aviva. We are out and about in DeKalb County checking out some of DeKalb's best kept secrets. Right now, we're at the spectacular Callenwald Fine Arts Center located on Briarcliff Road. This 27,000 square foot home is situated on 12.5 acres of land. But this beautiful home is more than just a pretty face. Callenwald offers year-round activities from jazz on the lawn to Christmas at Callenwald. To see for yourself or learn more of what Callenwald has to offer, visit callenwald.org or call 404-872-5338. The next time you see me, I'm going to be hitting the trails at Arabia Mountain Park. Back to you, Diamond and Aviva.
It's obvious Callenwald is working to educate and enrich the lives of all who visit. Thanks so much to Cher for highlighting Callenwald, and thanks to my dear friend Peggy Johnson, who serves as executive director over there. We certainly thank you for all the great work you're doing at Callenwald. Stick around, much more of this special Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb just after the break.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Welcome back to the special Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm Diamond Lewis. Whether you want to go for a leisurely stroll after dinner with your family on one of the paths in DeKalb County's beautiful green space system, if you want to take the children to a local park or even for a dip in a DeKalb County pool, or even if you want to take in a play, DeKalb County's Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department is your go-to source. Joining us now is the director of that department, Roy Wilson. Director Wilson, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now talk to me about the Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department here in DeKalb County. First of all, how large is this department?
Well, we are over 6,500 acres. We have 116 parks. There are 11 recreation centers.
Wow.
We have 7 pools. We have an aquatic family water park. We now have spray parks. We have 2 golf courses. And we have a performing arts center. So we are a fairly large parks department.
And it's really about providing a quality of life regardless of what your level of interest is, whether it's green space, whether it's playing on the playground. You've got everything for everyone.
Absolutely. We are all things to all people. And I often say that, and we have something for every age in DeKalb County, from 9 months to 90. We have something that our citizens can enjoy. And I don't know if you remember years ago, GE had this great commercial about bringing good things to life.
That's right.
We bring good things to life for all people in DeKalb County, so we're happy to do what it is that we do.
So, Director, you recently released a new theme for the Parks Department that really speaks to the work of this department. Tell me what that is.
We did. Our 2015 theme is Parks Make Life Better. Mm-hmm. And with this theme, we hope to raise awareness of the benefits of parks and recreation in DeKalb County. And we want to raise the status of parks and recreation as an essential community service. And our objectives with this theme is to stimulate growth and to build loyalty for our services. And we want to attract talented people to our profession. Get a lot of calls from students who are going into the parks and recreation field. And we hope that this theme will encourage them into becoming parks and recreation professionals. And of course, we want to involve the public, and we want to gain greater resources and support with this theme. So it's a great theme to have.
Now that was the perfect segue. I think I could not have written it better myself. But you also are encouraging the public to become a part of the story of the Parks Department in DeKalb County. Talk to us about the photo contest.
Okay. Each July is important to us, and it is the National Recreation and Park Month. And we usually determine what we're going to do early on, but this July, as with all Julys, we have a a calendar of events and activities that all of the citizens can participate in. And one of the events that we decided on for July's Park and Recreation Month is a photo contest. We want the citizens to go out and take pictures of their favorite spots, their favorite facilities, their favorite areas in the Parks Department. And then those photos will be entered into a photo contest, a Parks Department photo contest. And the photo contest will extend beyond Parks and Recreation Month. It's not just for July. It was a July event, but we will continue the photo contest through the end of the year. And some of those very photos will be used to decorate county offices and county facilities. So we're asking folks to go out, get your seasonal shots, get your best shots, and this is a way to involve them in what we do.
Now, you referenced the fact that July is Parks and Recreation Month nationally. The kids are out of school. There's so much activity to be had. The pools are open. Talk to me about, what does summer look like for your department?
Summer is our busiest season of the year. And I don't want you to think we're just sitting back cooling it from, say, September to May.
Sure.
We're not. We're always busy, always planning, but summer is our busiest season. And I often will tell people that we are an extension of the classroom. So when the school doors are closed, our doors are open. We now have our summer day camp program in 12 of our parks, 11 recreation centers, and an outdoor camp at Lew Walker Park. We also have summer events at the Port of Sanford Performing Arts Center.
Really good events.
Great events, and for young people and adults.
Right.
So there's something for the adults too. I don't want you to think that just because it's summer we've forgotten folks like us.
Right.
And then our pools are open to provide what I call waterific times for all of our citizens, so they can go out and enjoy the pools, enjoy the water park out at Browns Mill. And so it is a very busy time for us. But back to the point I was making about being an extension of the classroom, this summer we've added something exciting to our summer day camp program, and that is the new summer reading program.
Right.
We received a donation of 3,500 books through a grant with United Way, and so our children are involved in reading programs, and the interim CEO has gone out to read to children. Sherry Boston is reading to our children. Deborah Dewberry, Clerk of Superior Court, is reading to our children. Other department heads are reading to our children. And I've even read to our children. So each child received 2 books this summer, and they have county celebrities coming in to read to them. So they're having a great time with this program.
But now, wait a minute, Director Wilson, you're being very modest. This is not just your typical someone goes in and reads a book to children.
Oh,
you
no.
all go all out.
Oh, we do. We do. We make it an event. We try to design a skit or a song or an activity around each story. And we don't read the stories that they are actually receiving to take home. We go to the library and we find age-appropriate books, and we're giving them adventures and opportunities they wouldn't normally have. So learning continues in the Parks Department throughout the summer. So that's the highlight of our summer this year, I believe, is the summer reading program.
Now, Director, you talked about the fact that you have more than 6,500 acres, and you just won't stop. You recently cut the ribbon on Constitution Lakes, and DCTV was there. Let's check out the ribbon cutting from Constitution Lakes, one of DeKalb County's newest crown jewels.
DeKalb County has completed a new 2.7-mile walking trail that is open to all residents at Constitution Lakes. This trail has the most beautiful scenery that your own eyes can't believe. It features a 1,000-foot boardwalk, views of the lake, and nature at its best.
And I don't know if the video will pick this up, but as you were talking, there were geese in the background. We've seen, I've seen snakes and, you know, just other animals, and the natural setting that we have out here is something that you wouldn't necessarily think you will see in a large urban county like DeKalb. And we have to preserve areas like this because it's a place that our residents can really come and just enjoy.
This is a wonderful place for you to go out for an early morning jog or even an afternoon trip with your family. But this charm would not be here if it wasn't for the hard work of DeKalb County.
The ICEO and I and Joy from our Friends of Parks group for Constitution Lakes took a walk down the 1,000 feet boardwalk that the county pulled together with grants and money from our 201 and 206 bond money. So District 6 contributed to that effort.
Okay, you hear the birds, you're going to see the animals, you're going to see the flowering plants, and so the flora and fauna of this area will be enjoyed by the citizens annually, and throughout the year you will find something out here to enjoy.
Creating a park like this didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of time, planning, and dedication.
2, 3. All right.
So it took several years of design and engineering and permitting to get this boardwalk set to build. And then the contractor fought through rains and everything else and did a fantastic job getting this project accomplished last year in about 3 months.
This is one of over 100 parks that DeKalb County has to offer. With a view of Constitution Lakes and its grip of nature, you will surely become one with the outdoors. Reporter from Constitution Lakes, India Westbrook. Let's talk DeKalb.
Wow, simply beautiful. Thank you so much, India, for that wonderful report. Now, Director Wilson, again, you just cut the ribbon on Constitution Lakes, and it just speaks to the beauty and the wonder of DeKalb County's Parks and Green Space program. Talk to me, if you would, about the people behind the Parks and Recreation Department who work so hard each and every day.
And that would be the awesome Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department staff. I am blessed to have some wonderful people working, not for me, but with me.
Right.
And I mentioned earlier about how we've adopted the theme, Parks Make Life Better. And we are relying on every staff person who has any contact with the general public to understand his and her actions really and how they really help to shape the theme that parks really do make life so much better. And you might have noticed this bracelet with the 212 degrees.
Yes.
That's another theme. It begins with the premise that at 211 degrees, water is hot. At 212 degrees, it boils. And with boiling water comes steam. And with steam, you can power a train. And so just one extra degree makes all the difference. So all of the staff members are wearing these 212 degree bracelets, and they have all bought into the theme that parks make life better, and they all understand their roles in making parks better for the citizens of DeKalb County. So we have a great team of people working for us, and I couldn't be more proud of the dedicated and committed work that they do every day for this county.
And you're also incredibly responsive. If you hear something, if there's a concern about a park, you're on it. Talk to me about how do you manage, you host tours once a month. Talk to me about how do you manage such a large system?
Well, one of the things that we do, we don't ignore our citizens, and you know, we make every attempt to get it right. And when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, we're not cynical enough to think we can't resolve our challenges, and that's a good thing. So when we get calls from citizens, when we get emails from citizens, we add those to our things to do list. And the entire leadership team and I go out once a month and put our eyes on those issues that the customers are bringing to our attention. We just can't sit in our offices and ignore what's happening out in our parks and out in our facilities. And of course we can't get out every day because of the many other responsibilities that we have. But once a month, the entire leadership team and I go out and look at what I call the hot spots. And look at how we can make it better for those citizens, how we can take corrective action for our citizens. So we enjoy getting out. It gives us a chance to see what we can do better and what we can do smarter and how we can work harder to make our citizens happy.
I'm proud of the work that you do here.
We really are. We are so proud, and we take our work seriously. We are wonderfully self-critical, and at every opportunity we try to anticipate challenges and resolve them. My theme in our biweekly staff meetings is to anticipate to avoid. We anticipate what you may want as a citizen, to avoid you having to bring it to our attention, or to avoid you having to ask for it. We anticipate to avoid, and you have to have a passion for this work. You have to have a sincere concern and care for children and seniors and families and adults, because all of us want something different. I look at the many opportunities that we provide our citizens, and we're not one of those, we're not trying to break the bank on our fee-based programs.
Right.
They are very reasonable and affordable, and no one gets turned away. And we have events for the able and the disabled, and we have something for everybody, and we enjoy what we do. At the end of the day, when I retire to my home, I want to make sure that I've made a difference for somebody in DeKalb County that day. So I thoroughly enjoy my work. I take it seriously, and it's a part of who I am as an individual. Growing up years ago in Montgomery, Alabama, and there were parks I could not go to. There were activities sponsored in parks that I couldn't go to. I couldn't go to some of the playgrounds, and I couldn't go to the swimming pools, all because of who I was.
The color of your skin.
And the color of my skin. And now to stand where I stand every day as director of this department gives me an opportunity to make sure that no child or no adult ever feel the way I felt looking through the fence of a park and not being able to participate for something that I really wasn't responsible for. So I have a real passion for what I do, and I have a sincere desire to make sure that everybody who wants to partake in our activities are allowed to do that. They can enjoy what we have. No child is ever turned away, regardless of economic status of the family. It's not that child's fault. And so we want to make sure that we are giving every citizen, young and old, opportunities to enjoy our services. And so I never thought at the time that I was deprived of those opportunities, that I would end up where I am today. But now that I am, it's such a blessing, and I make sure that I give it my all every day. When I get here and I arrive in the morning, when I step out of the car, it's, let's go get them. Let's get ready to make somebody happy. And we don't take this thing lightly. Parks really do make life better, and so it's personal for me.
Thank you so much for your dedication and your passion for the people of DeKalb County, and for joining us today on Let's Talk DeKalb, Director Wilson.
Thank you.
All right, now it's time for us to check back in with Shara Campbell. She's out and about enjoying firsthand the many wonders of DeKalb County's park system. Shara?
Hey Diamond, I'm at the Arabia Mountain Nature Preserve. I'm standing on tons of natural granite. For over 10,000 years, people have lived in this area, including Native Americans and freed slaves. If you want to come out and get in touch with nature, all you have to do is contact arabiaalliance.org. Next up, I'm going fishing. See you later, Diamond.
Thanks so much, Shara, for that information. We'll check back in with you a little later on in the show to find out what other highlights you have for us. Stick around. We have much more of this special Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. We'll be right back after the break.
Is that Grandpa?
Yeah, that's my dad. One day you're gonna have those tags.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Everyone has a reason to live a healthier, longer life. what's yours.
Welcome back to Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm AvivA Hoffmann, and we've headed over to the Exchange Park Recreation Center to celebrate more summer fun in DeKalb. And day camps are a big part of summer. Joining us now is Recreation Program Manager Bernita Reese to talk about the summer day camps. Welcome to the show, Bernita.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So just about how many facilities are in DeKalb that have recreation centers and programs in the summertime?
Well, we have 11 recreation centers, and during our summer we have something unique, and that is we also offer one summer camp, which is at Lew Walker Park, and we also offer a therapeutic camp, which is called Camp Fantastic, which is housed out of Mason Mill Recreation Center.
Okay, so this goes right in line with more of that intergenerational theme throughout the county. Right?
Most definitely. And Exchange Recreation Center is Exchange Recreation Intergenerational Center. So it really has become a collaboration of our seniors and our youth working together.
Well, now the first two programs that you just mentioned at Lew Walker, what kinds of activities are going on there?
Well, the children actually come and they're housed out of the neighborhood there, and they come. They participate in field trips. They actually attend swimming arenas. They're going downtown to Centennial Park. They're out at Arabia Mountain. So there are a number of activities that they're doing throughout the summer.
So that falls right in line with the intergenerational appeal and concept throughout the county, right? And tell us a little bit about that.
It does. Although we have summer camps at those facilities, we're still housing our senior programming at Mason Mill, and so they're doing some reading to our youth. They're also coming in and doing their quilting. So the youth are getting a chance and an opportunity to see the seniors at work, and it really works well, just making sure that our youth and our seniors are still programmed for throughout the summer.
That's wonderful. A little something for everyone.
That's what recreation is about.
Yes. Now at the rec centers in the summer day camps for the youngsters, the younger generation, what types of activities are they involved in?
Well, they're involved in several things. They actually attend field trips. A lot of our centers actually hold special events on Fridays. This coming Friday, we actually have a fashion show at one of our centers. We've had mime presentations. So there's a number of things. They actually attend the zoo. They're going to swimming. They're learning how to swim. There's lessons on aquatics. And so there's also a big, huge program that we put together this summer, which is our summer reading program. Our director, Wilson, had a chance to go and read and attend a pajama party this summer, so it was really a kickoff of our reading program.
I think the interim CEO also did some reading.
He did. We had our interim CEO, Lee May, who attended Mason Mill, reading Amari's book, and so it was really a fantastic program, and all of the centers have participated in it.
And also, you'd also expect to see the typical sports-related type activities at the rec center. We heard some of it earlier.
I tell you, we actually, every year, and this is our second year, we're doing an annual kickball tournament for our summer camps.
I love that sport.
And it is a lot of fun. I was going to say adults get into it, but our youth are really kicking off. And it's held the last week of our summer program. And this year we're holding over at Midway, and last year we actually held it here at Exchange in the park.
All right. And then, you know, also when you're doing the basketball sports, other types of sports, you're learning about, the kids are learning about teamwork and so much more than just the actual sport, right?
We actually try to promote several things throughout our summer camp. One is teamwork, self-esteem building, just knowing how to really socialize with their peers. That's something that is important starting at an early age all the way through to their teens.
Absolutely.
Going
and
into adulthood.
Yes. We're on the same page with that one. Yes. Yes. Well, what are some of the fees and costs associated with these summer day camps? I know it's a really good value.
It is. Our summer camp program is actually $55, which is a low fee of $55 per person.
Per week?
Per week.
Yeah.
If there's a family member that also comes to the camp per week, it's $50. So we actually discount family members for 2 or more children in one family.
That's great. And that includes the field trips that you're talking about, or are those extra?
Those are extra, but we do have some free field trips that are offered throughout the summer. And it also includes our morning and our afternoon meal, which is from our state program right from start.
I am so glad you brought that up, because now DCTV's own Alyssa Abrams has this report on the summer food service program. Very important, serving nutritious meals for so many.
You're welcome.
Every year, DeKalb County hosts the summer food service program. It began in 1976, and ever since then, recreation centers, churches, middle schools, and even community centers around the county have been providing healthy meals to children ages 5 to 18.
The summer food service program is a service that we provide for the kids during the summer. It's for the 2 months of June and July, and basically it's a good nutritious meal that we serve in the mornings for breakfast as well as during the lunch periods.
There are more than 55 sites around the county, and each site serves an average of 200 to 250 meals daily. Children who are enrolled in the program, as well as other children in nearby areas, are eligible to receive these meals.
We can register for our summer camps throughout the summer. So anyone that's actually in our summer program, they can come through, as well as any of the outside community. So if any of those students or any of those kids like to come by and get a free lunch, they always welcome to come by and get one.
Every meal comes with a variety of nutritious options that introduces the children to a healthy diet.
The meals, they always have like something like special like in them, and they're pretty good. Some days we have like little pizzas, sometimes we have sandwiches, juice, chips, different stuff, vegetables.
I think it's good that they have food and that they get the food that we have.
Many times during the summer, children don't receive the proper nutrients while out of school. However, being a part of this program not only provides healthy meals, but also year-round assistance for families in need.
The thing about it, some of our households, especially in some of our communities, resources are very limited. So this actually gives us the ability to actually introduce like good, nutritious meals to our kids and just introduce them to newer things.
Throughout the years, this program has given children an unbelievable opportunity to enjoy healthy meals for free during the summer months, and will continue to do so for years to come. Alyssa Abrams, Let's Talk DeKalb.
Thanks, Alyssa. And we know that program is so valuable, especially when school's out. Now, Bernita, going back to the summer food program and the day camps, how long do the programs run?
Well, we actually start in May, normally right after Memorial Day. What consists of a week of training for all summer staff, and once we conclude that week of training, then we start a summer program which lasts until the end of July or normally the first week of August.
Right, because then school's just around the corner.
It is just around the corner, and during that time we offering our after-school program, and that runs all year long.
Oh, that is good. So it never stops, of course, at the Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs.
Recreation is an all-year program. We keep it going, and our motto is, and we say, parks make life better.
That's right. Director Wilson has been sharing that with everybody, and it's very true.
It is, it is.
Now, Bernita, for many of us, summertime is when you kind of slack off a little bit, you plan your vacation, you go to a day camp. But for you, that's the busiest time. What do you, after working more than a decade in this field, what do you look forward to the most about this work? Why do you do it?
Well, I love people, and I will tell you, recreation is a love that I have. Making sure that we're able to program for all ages, ensuring the safety of our youth, ensuring the safety and programming of our seniors. I look forward to it every year. I look forward to it daily. So it's something that I really enjoy, and that's why recreation is not just a job, but it is a career for me.
And we certainly can tell with all of these programs and sharing what you shared with us today. Thank you for being on our program today.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to many more years of recreation in DeKalb County and really just enjoying the fun that we share with our citizens.
Absolutely, Bernita. And thanks for sharing with our viewers about this wonderful program. Now it's time to check in again with Shara Campbell, who's highlighting another fun feature that makes DeKalb County so great.
Thanks, Aviva. I'm in Stone Mountain at Wade Walker Park. In 2005, this park underwent a $2.5 million renovation, and now it sits on 177 acres of land with tennis courts, athletic fields, bike trails, hiking trails, and even this fishing pier. Coming up, I'll be making a splash at Browns Mill Aquatic Center. Back to you, Aviva.
Thanks, Shara. Now there's much more to come on this special Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm DeKalb County Interim CEO Lee May, and I'm excited to announce after a successful test run, we are rolling forward to 1. It's one of the biggest service delivery changes in our county's history, all to better serve you.
Starting July 6th, DeKalb's implementing a one-day-a-week service model for collecting your garbage, recycling, and yard trimmings. We're rolling forward with the times to reduce inefficiencies, keep costs low, and improve safety. It's a change for the county, but a necessary one. The new program offers many benefits with absolutely no increase in fees to you. The county will provide standardized 65-gallon green trash containers, which will create a streamlined look of uniformity in your neighborhood. You'll place your solid waste, recycling, and yard trimmings at the curb all on the same day now. That's once a week. Rolling forward to 1 also includes an increased focus on recycling education and litter reduction, falling right in line with DeKalb's many green initiatives. This new program is expected to save the county between $8 to $10 million annually. Part of those savings will come from lower costs for equipment, maintenance, and resources. Also, no sanitation division employees will be terminated as a result of this service level change. Some employees will be redeployed to serve in varying roles with the division's Clean Communities initiative, thereby keeping our communities even cleaner than ever before. If you have any questions about the new sanitation collection procedures, contact customer service at 404-294-2900 or go online to rollingforwardto1.com.
So, get ready for Rolling Forward to 1, as this new program saves time, money, and resources. DeKalb County, it's time to roll, and we are doing it together as one.
Welcome back to this special Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm Diamond Lewis. We're on location now at one of the best places throughout all of DeKalb County to showcase creativity, and we're joined by the center's executive director, none other than David Manuel. David, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we're here at the beautiful Performing Arts Center, the Porter Sanford III Performing Arts Center. Talk to me about all of the different comprehensive programming you have here.
Well, first of all, I need you to say beautiful Porter Sanford again.
Excuse me, the beautiful Porter Sanford III Performing Arts and Community Center.
Right. We're excited about this summer. We have 3 wonderful summer camps, and our camps are a little different because we're an art center. So we have music camp, we have acting camp, we have a dance camp, we have a plethora of camps all under the same roof. And to see these kids perform day in and day out, and then to put together an end of the summer show is a powerful thing to see.
I've actually attended several of the end of the summer shows, and they are fantastic. It's so great to see the diversity and the talent that we have right here in DeKalb County.
Some of our instructors are so powerful. In the past, we've had Peebo Bryson being an instructor to some of the kids in the How Big Is Your Dream camp. We've had so many people from the Beyonce dance group to come teach kids how to dance. So we're so thankful. And when I was a kid, I didn't have those kind of instructors. So, and I know you didn't either. So these kids are really in front of some really talented people.
Now, I have to brag. I was sitting at home watching TV, and the lottery commercial came on.
Okay.
And I said, I know that face.
Dwayne Boyd.
Dwayne Boyd, the teacher of our acting class here.
Right. Dwayne has been with me for about 5 years. His acting class is called Premier Acting Network. Dwayne has a class Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with adults. I've walked past that class. It's like a nightclub in that class because there's so many actors and actresses in Atlanta. And the great thing about that class is it's fun, it's energetic, you can really unleash your talent. And he also provides a platform for you to take part in auditions locally and nationally. So when you look at shows like The Game and other shows that are on regular TV, you'll see a lot of people from this acting class here at the Porter Sanford Performing Arts Center.
And then we've got to talk about my friend Jay Fly.
Jay Fly, the music camp, right.
That's
Jay
right.
Fly, How Big Is Your Dream? Every year we bring out about 20 to 30 kids. These kids are not only performing the music, they're writing the music, they're researching. It's a powerful camp. It's none other, and it supports kids that have a dream, and it's called How Big Is Your Dream?
And then new to the Porter Sanford Performing Arts Center, you have an art camp.
Yeah, it's called Art Opportunity.
Okay.
This camp, kids are really working on what I think is the best part of the art form, is the visual art, drawing. They also perform, they dance, they act, but drawing and creating. So when you look at a stage play, you always think about the props. Who's making those props? So at an early age, we're teaching those kids in a fun way how to be set designers, how to take that talent to the big stage.
Now, what's so cool, if I may say the term cool, what's so cool about those camps is that you see this beautiful performing arts facility, and you say, okay, we know they have plays that come here from time to time. They have different events taking place there from time to time. But here, the youth of DeKalb County are able to come here during the week and learn something and expose themselves to the opportunity that's available to them.
Right, right. And we also have opportunities for them to monitor and work with us in our sound production booth. You know, everybody wants to be in front of the camera. Nobody can do it better than you.
Well,
but there's other great paying jobs behind the camera. That's where you really make a lot of the money, and that's where you're able to kind of barter your talent around not just Atlanta, but all over the United States. Everybody's looking for a great sound guy, a lighting guy, and we provide that at an early age here.
Now, in addition to the camps that go on in the classrooms around the building, let's talk about this 500-seat theater.
Which is our prime, which is the gem of the South DeKalb. We have a 500-seat auditorium. We can host theatrical productions, community forums, dance recitals. We can do an orchestra. We have an orchestra pit. We can bring anything that you want to life, and there's no bad seat in the house. So we're excited about that.
Now, talk to me, if you would, about one of your biggest draws every year is by my friend Step Stewart.
Wow.
Christmas time.
Wow.
Talk to us about that. Soul for Christmas.
The colorful Step Stewart, who many have seen so many times on the Dr. Oz show, he brings an original piece called Soul for Christmas. We've all seen Christmas Carol, we've all seen so many other Christmas shows, but to see an original show that brings you from the past to the 70s back in Soul Train to the current situation, and to see today's actors, DeKalb County students performing on stage is a powerful, and I really encourage people to come out, take the whole family to see a wonderful Christmas show at a really good price.
Now, I have to say, in addition to all these wonderful things that you have going on regularly, our constituents can actually rent out the facility. I know because I did it with my nephew's birthday party. So talk to us about how you can also utilize this space that's right here, Crown Jewel in South DeKalb County.
Well, now that party was something else for a 1-year-old, I think.
1-year-old.
But you can do a 16-year-old birthday party. We've had people celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary.
You've had weddings even.
We've had weddings here. Parties, weddings, receptions, anything that you name it. There's nothing that we really won't turn down. Anything that we think that is entertainment, that is appropriate, we will put it on our platform.
Now, you're always so modest, but a little birdie told me that a lot of the recent filming that's taking place throughout the metro area has happened right here at Porter Sanford. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, you know, DeKalb County is just a welcoming spot for filmmakers to come here. This is the new Hollywood.
That's right.
And so we offer, with all our parks and with all our rec centers, Porter Sanford just falls in line with that. You know, with a acting class like Dwayne Boyd that's bringing in a lot of people, with events like Get Connected with Autumn Bailey, who has worked on the BET Awards, we're bringing much more awareness to the film industry, and we're also bringing it here to DeKalb County. And Porter Sanford is now becoming that hub to really bring people in here to do receptions, to do networking event, but to also figure out how we can further our career in film.
Now, David, you know, the center is a crown jewel of DeKalb County, but I'd be remiss to say, without saying that you two are incredibly special to DeKalb County. You brought a lot of passion and talent to DeKalb when you took over as the head of the Porter Sanford Performing Arts Center. So tell me a little bit about your background in the arts.
Well, most people know that I was a director at the Woodruff Arts Center for about 25 years. So I had a chance to work with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, the High Museum of Art, the Lions Theater, and the Woodruff Arts Center Management. I did everything from bartend to be a director there. And now I bring all that talent and that energy over here to South DeKalb because I really feel that this area is starving for that. And the great thing about it is we must be doing something right because we are completely sold out for the rest of the year in terms of programming. And we're already booking for next year. But we want to bring the same sort of quality that we had on Peachtree Street that we bring here on Rainbow Drive. And I'm committed to bringing the best of performances, the best of shows here to the South DeKalb area because I think that we deserve it.
Now, David, I have to ask you this.
Okay.
You came back to this center
Right.
after dealing with a pretty tough time in your life. If you would just share with us very briefly, you came back. Tell us what you came back from.
I came back from, I had in October of last year, 2014, I had kidney and liver failure. And the doctors were expecting me to live for 5 days. But it's because of His grace and mercy that I am here today sitting with you talking about this wonderful art center, but also every time I get a chance to, I always talk about how important it is to be an organ donor because I wouldn't be sitting next to you if it wasn't for somebody caring enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna register to be an organ donor. So you might see me on stage introducing a bunch of shows and plays, but at the end of the evening, you might hear me kind of make a little attention to just, you know, donate life. What better gift to give somebody than to give them the gift of life?
And talk to me about your bracelet. So we know that this, what is it, 212?
212.
Bracelet is what Director Wilson talked to us about a little bit earlier, which is part of the ongoing mission of the Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department in DeKalb County. And then you have the green Donate Life.
Right, and the 212 is water's hot at 211, but just one little dot more, 212 is boiling. So that means that at Parks and Rec, we need to give a little bit more to be great. The green is for Donate Life, and it's part of LifeLink, and it's a constant reminder that being an organ donor is so important. What better way to really enrich lives is to register to be an organ donor, and it takes only 5 minutes. So you'll see me wearing this. I've been wearing this ever since I walked out of the hospital, and I will continue to wear it because it's a reminder of how precious life is. And it's a reminder for me how precious it is to see those young people on our stage getting a chance to perform each and every day in South DeKalb area. So I'm excited.
Truly proud of the work you do here.
I wish I could be more like you, but every day I strive to just give it my all, to make an impact. And now I look at life as not trying to be successful. I really try to be significant. And if I can share that with young people growing up, it's really about being significant and making an impact.
David, thank you so much for lending your talents to DeKalb County and for coming back. We're so happy to see you back. I just don't know what to do.
You ain't seen nothing yet. I got a lot of energy now, so we're going to do a lot of stuff in 2016.
There you have it, straight from David Manuel himself. He is back and better than ever. And also, a special congratulations to David and his new bride, Corinne. Congratulations from all of us here at DCTV. Now it's time for us to do our final check-in with Shara Campbell. She's over at the Browns Mill Aquatic Center. Shara, what's going on over there?
Thanks, Diamond. Looking for a fun way to cool off? Then there's no place like the Browns Mill Family Aquatic Center. This park is operated by DeKalb County Department of Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs. Summer hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sundays from 1 to 7 p.m. All right, Diamond and Aviva, that's it for me. It's a wrap. I'm about to go get wet. See you later.
Thanks so much, Shara, again for spotlighting some of the wonderful places here in DeKalb County. Coming up next, we'll take an even closer look at DeKalb County's aquatics program. We're going over to Exchange Spray Park to cool it down a bit. Stay with us. You don't want to miss it.
Get your ass out. You're not in here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard.
No, ow.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back to Let's Talk DeKalb. I'm Aviva Hoffmann. Now, what would summer be like without a super place to cool off? That's why we decided to come out to Exchange Spray Park. And joining us now is the District Manager of Athletics and Aquatics, Dustin Alexander. Thanks for being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Now, you know, it's important to have a place to cool off, and you're in charge of the aquatics program for DeKalb County. Why are aquatics so important?
The basic necessity for awareness of our ponds, lakes, as well as our pools, to add awareness to make sure our citizens know pool etiquette and that they're safe at all times at our pools.
Well, speaking of pool etiquette, what are some of the basics?
Some of the basics are we have or are incorporating a safety class where we teach and train our campers about various components that they may see at the pool to ensure safety. Etiquette as far as making sure they have on the appropriate swimwear, swim attire, and then just following the rules that are enforced at the local pools.
And what I learned this summer about swim attire is it's not just a fashion statement or to look proper, but if you're at a pool, for example, if you have the wrong material on, it can, you know, shed off and clog up the system, right?
That's a very good point that you make, that we're seeing in our maintenance aspect of the filtration systems. Just if you wear cotton or different types of materials, it tends to clog the filters, which puts a lot of stress on the system, which tends to cause it to shut down or us to temporarily close the facility for maintenance. So by just dressing appropriately, it keeps the facility running smooth and the patron happy.
Right, right. Now, how many facilities are under the purview of DeKalb County Aquatics?
Currently, we have 7 community pools, and we also operate a portion or aspect of Browns Mill Aquatic Center. So that brings the total of 8. And we have about roughly 3 splash pads, 1 at the Gresham location, 1 at the Browns Mill Aquatic Center,
and
then
one right here.
The state-of-art
and they're already enjoying
facility.
it.
Yes,
I hear all
really
the
are.
delightful screams. It's a great idea for cooling off in this hot summer heat.
It really is, and our attendance levels have been at an all-time high. As you can see, it's enjoyable for the kids as well as the adults.
Absolutely, absolutely. So these are some of the new facilities you're talking about, the splash areas in Browns Mill, fairly new. Correct. Well, how has the program evolved over the last, say, decade?
Over the last decade or so, we've seen a tremendous growth in our attendance overall at all our pools. Also, our programs, we've seen an uptick in the participation of awareness programs, providing swim lessons, our swim team. And just recently, we conducted a state-of-the-art swim meet, including touch pads and things of that nature to get our swimmers ready for district and state competitions.
All right. You know, my boys just started on a swim team for the first time this year, and the most important thing is they knew how to swim, but they really learned how to swim on the swim team. I mean, you learn the proper strokes and, you know, very important things. I was amazed. They didn't win any of their matches, but they were great.
And the good part about that is we want to teach our youth team skills, team building skills, and that's perfect.
That's a good point too.
That's a good point, but we have swim lessons for beginners, intermediate, as well as advanced swimmers. So you get the entire scope, and those that want to compete and those that just want to learn how to swim. So
a little something for everyone.
A little something for everyone.
I think I just heard the big bucket
Yeah,
launch.
the big bucket drop. That's huge.
So, you know, you've been involved with DeKalb County, an employee over the past decade, and how does the department bring awareness to the importance of aquatics, some of the good work that you do?
Just at our pools, we have weekly in-services, which we call best practices, just to hone our skills. As a district manager, I conduct bi-weekly to kind of overlap to improve upon some things that we can do better. And then we are including a piece where we go out to the camps at the local pools and just go over safety tips and awareness. And that's improving the entire quality of our programs here at DeKalb Aquatics.
That's what's so great. It's truly not just about having fun. Whether the kids like it or not, they are going to get a lot of that safety. It's good to be around pools and water, but in a safe way.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So why do you do this kind of work? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Oh, that's no problem. I do it because I enjoy the service of my community. I enjoy the recreational aspect of it, to just come out, let our hair down after a long work week, and enjoy the family, enjoy the friends, and enjoy the community.
So Dustin, speaking of safety, there are also lifeguards on staff at the needed facilities, right?
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Our lifeguards are highly certified. They are trained in CPR, and they do an exceptional job of monitoring their local campus to ensure that they're safe and adequately staffed with the best guards to meet in the state and around our metro area.
And so if somebody wanted to learn more specifically where their local pool is or where the splash park is or about the athletics program, where would they go?
You can contact the local sports program coordinator as well as visit the DeKalb County website. Look us up under Parks and Recreation, and there you'll find your aquatics needs.
Thank you so much, and thanks for being on our show. It's fun to be out here and to have kids making use of this awesome facility.
Okay.
And we enjoyed our interview today.
And I thank DCTV and the DeKalb County family, and we hope to see you in and around one of our facilities. Thank you.
Thanks again, Dustin, for being on the show. And stick around. When we return, we're going to have all the helpful numbers and websites to help you get the information you need on DeKalb's recreation parks and cultural affairs.
Jessica, we need to leave right now. I need to get something. Dance recitals are so boring.
There's a meaning no one knows. Wait until we set
So
free.
what's the empty suitcase for? The grand prize trophy.
Duh.
Confidence. Pass it on.
I was born to be somebody.
Welcome back. We're reporting on location from the beautiful Mason Mill Park. I'm Diamond Lewis.
And I'm AvivA Hoffmann.
Well, that wraps up another great show. We certainly hope you've enjoyed this wonderful Parks and Recreation edition of Let's Talk DeKalb. Now, if you want to find out more information on any of the venues or services we've highlighted throughout the show, here's all the information you'll need to do just that. DeKalb's Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs Department can be found online at the county's homepage. Go to DeKalbCountyGA.gov and look for the department under the Quick Links section.
Or you can call the main number for Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs at 404-371-2711.
You'll find the Porter Sanford III Performing Arts and Community Center online from the county's homepage under the Quick Links section. Go there to learn more information about upcoming events at the center, rental fees, room availability, policies, and more. And you can also sign up to receive their regular newsletter. Or you can simply reach out to them by phone at 404-687-2731.
To learn more about the Callenwald Fine Arts Center, go online to callenwald.org or call 404-872-5338. And a special thank you to the Central DeKalb Senior Center. If you need more information on this amazing facility, give Center Manager Victoria Kingsland a call at 770-492-5462.
Or you can find out more information about the center online by visiting the community development link on DeKalb County's homepage. And as always, we'd love to receive your input about this show and all of the other programming right here on DCTV. Simply shoot us an email with your thoughts. Email us at dctv@DeKalbCountyGA.gov.
And stay connected with DeKalb County News through our social media channels and also get exclusive access to DCTV videos on our sites.
And for the latest DeKalb County and DCTV news, visit our webpage at dctvchannel23.tv.
Or you can also give us a call at 404-371-2989.
Well, AvivA, that wraps up another wonderful show. I've had a great time.
I did too, and we stayed cool.
We sure did. That was the bonus. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of
Let's Talk DeKalb.